hat on your head?
I don't have a corsage hat pin. Yeah, I'll put that one. Okay, no, the issue is the cat deciding to live in here. I think it'll be okay. Do you have a press cloth in here, though? We'll throw that over the side.
Yeah, it's to your right in the press cloth bin.
Right? Like, that seems like a logical place. Let's put a press cloth on there. Problem solved. Hello. It's 2 for Tuesday at my sewing room.
It sure is.
We're here.
We made it.
We're shopping for fabric on the way here, so I apologize.
Sorry we're late.
We're here though. It's all good. We've got some stuff to show you today. It's Leah.
And Chelsea!
And we're at my sewing room
On a Tuesday.
in September.
Ooh, it's September!
September. My kids are in school.
It's almost Halloween.
Not almost Halloween.
It's almost Halloween.
Judging from how many people are in the parking lot today,
It's almost Halloween.
it's almost Halloween. We have a Halloween store open next to us. So if you need Halloween things, we've got some nearby. And if you want to make your own Halloween things, we can totally hook you up.
Yes.
There's Halloween fabric.
There's Halloween hats.
We're going to start some Halloween decorating. We're going to talk about this today.
I'm excited for this.
So anyway, there's spooky houses, there's hats.
Mm-hmm.
All the Halloween things you want.
So many things.
Right? And then just to throw things off, there's a Christmas tiling scene in the back corner of our display. Not on theme.
It's not almost Christmas.
It's not almost Christmas, but I
promise.
promised that I would tell everybody when I finish my Christmas projects from last Christmas.
This is the one you just finished?
Yes.
Good job.
Finished the binding on the weekend.
You finished it before Christmas.
I finished it before Christmas.
Good job.
I finished the
Nailed it.
embroidery just after Christmas 2021. And then it sat for a long time because I was like, I don't need to work on Christmas things. And then it was getting closer to Christmas again. I was like, Leah, you really got to get that done. Get it off your table.
We can't be that guy that's not done yet.
No, it can't be 2 years in the waiting. So we're going to talk a little bit about tiling scenes this week. Today we're going to talk about prep work for OESD tiling scenes. I'm going to show you how I prep my fabric. And then on Thursday we're going to embroider a tiling scene block together. Maybe the royal we together. I don't know if you're joining me or not.
No, I won't be here. On Thursday afternoon. I'll be here for part of the day.
Okay. You're leaving me.
Please.
Fair.
I have appointments.
Yeah, you gotta go to your appointments when you have appointments. But yeah, I will show you guys how I set up to do tiling scenes at home. I have a very large contingent of my extended family that thinks that I'm amazing because of how much I get done. I mostly work really smart, so I don't actually have to like babysit my embroidery most of the time. So we're going to talk about multi-needle embroidery machines.
Were you pointing at me as you said babysit?
No.
I do need babysitting.
No, but my embroidery machine just runs. When I'm working on tiling scenes, it runs for like 25 minutes, and then I go change the bobbin or rethread something and go do other things. So as much as I work full-time, have children, and get a lot of sewing done, a lot of my sewing is done all by itself without me in the room. That's my top secret hot tip.
That's the best part about a multi-needle.
Right? And I have a magnetic hoop for it, so it's super duper easy to hoop. And just carry on. I've got a system down. Tiling scenes are like my jam. Love them. There's a new one out. There's 2 new ones out this year. 3 new ones out this year.
How many tiling scenes have you made? The horse. This
Nope.
one behind us.
I've made 2 deer.
2 deer. Sorry, it's a deer, not a horse.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's called the white-tailed buck. I've made that one twice. Because I made one for my father-in-law, and then my kids were like, but I want one. I've actually made 4 of this one the night before Christmas.
Oh my goodness. Where
Yep.
are they all?
Family's houses. It's been my Christmas gift for the last few years.
Good
for
idea.
family. And then Happy Snowman, I made 2 last year. I made mine and the one for the store. Because I've got a system down where I can make 2 at once now. It's brilliant.
It's very cute.
And I'm about 2/3 of the way through the newest release from OESD, which is the Winter Visitors, which the CD actually just arrived today. That's on that camera. Winter Visitors CD arrived today. We also have a thread kit. I'm about here from the top.
That's cute.
It's
You've
really,
got so
really,
far.
really pretty.
And it has a cute thread kit.
It does.
You don't have to worry about getting all the right threads.
Yeah, so thread kits from OESD are a great way to get all those threads. Usually priced a little bit better than buying individually. And you know you have all the right colors to make the design.
Yeah.
So we do have thread kits for Winter Visitors and some of the other Thailand scenes here in the building. And they would count towards your free CD for the month of September from OESD,
I saw they came in.
which is part of the holiday celebrations. We're in month 1. CDs arrived today, so if you're shopping for OESD early in the month, and we didn't have them yet, they're here now. So if you'd like to get your hands on the CD to make the cards and ornaments, $89 Canadian on OESD product, which includes thread kits, designs, ice cord thread,
Scissor tail stitches designs too.
things like
Stabilizer?
stabilizer, scissors,
Tape?
tape. If it's branded from OESD, it totally counts.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
So you could get that new cool grippy mat.
yeah.
And that would count into it.
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fancy.
So if you don't have a magnetic hoop for your machine, the grippy mat's going to make it way easier to hoop. Things like the stabilizer we're using on Thailand scenes. Anyway, so the project I'm starting, you're actually having a staff project. Over the next couple weeks, everybody on staff is going to help me make this. There's 32 blocks. I don't think we have 32 people on staff, so we'll make one together on Facebook on Thursday. And then everybody in the store, even if they think they don't need to know how to do embroidery, they're getting roped in to make a block or two with me,
That's
which I'm
fantastic.
very excited about. They'll have to thread the machine, they'll have to do the hooping. I'll just supervise. Or Chelsea will supervise. I think you know how. I'll show you my
Sometimes.
top secret
Depends on the
tricks.
day.
You totally know how. I'll show you. So the Haunted Mansion Thailand scene released this month. We will have the designs in store shortly. They didn't arrive in the box that we opened today.
No.
No, but they'll be coming soon. So we have a dealer copy that we're starting with. Most of the Thailand scenes that OESD does call for one background fabric, and they have a yardage listing in the instructions for how much yardage you need. The Haunted Mansion is actually a little bit different because it's calling for 3 fabrics.
Yay! And they're
And-
all pretty.
They're all really pretty.
I like them.
Yeah. Yes, they're sharp. And then there's many, many different ways of getting started to do this. You can either like cut fabric for each hooping, but I'll show you guys on Thursday how I do this with strips in one, like move my strip down across the hoop because it saves on fabric. So that's,
I like the sound of that.
I know, I like saving on fabric when I can.
Me too.
So anyway, we're going to get started with prepping fabric today for the first block and first couple blocks. And we're going to do blue because it'll show up better on camera, I think, than the white.
Yeah, that'll be hard to tell.
Yeah. So anyway, we've got, I cut my strips down to 10 inches wide. I cut with the fabric strips. So this is like 40 inches by 10 inches.
It's very big.
And usually I can get 6 tiles across here. So in my making 2 at the same time method, which we'll show you on Thursday, that would be like 3 blocks in the design.
Nice.
And then pair
That's
them off
awesome.
and move as we go. So prepping these out, the heavier tiling scenes, the more stitch intensive ones, I like to starch my fabric first. The Haunted Mansion is not super heavy, so we're just going to interface the strip today because it'll just need interfacing. And we will be using, where'd the tag go?
Oh, I
Right.
did it.
I got this. We're using OESD fusible woven, so yet another thing that will count towards your $89 for the free CD to make cards. Could maybe make the Thailand scene for Halloween and then make your Christmas cards. That's my suggestion.
I like that.
So Fusible woven, usually I cut strips off whatever width of roll I have that are just a little bit narrower than the 10-inch strip of fabric I made.
So we don't get our fusible woven stuck to our ironing pad.
Yeah,
Bless
exactly.
you.
Excuse me. I found the dusty file.
Good job.
So right now we've got, let me see, I might need to do like a 2-camera thing here.
I was thinking we could maybe use a top camera. How does that sound?
It might work. Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Maybe sorta.
Anyway, let's do a close-up that way. So, this is what I generally use at home to get large amounts of interfacing adhered to things, either for bag making or for Thailand scenes. I do all my prep work at the beginning and then just hang all my prepped interfaced pieces on a hanger, and then they're ready to go. This is an Aria steam press from Reliable, and this is my favorite way to put interfacing on large areas because it is quick. So whatever the time you need to iron this interfacing in place, instead of having to move your iron across the whole width of your fabric. Do you want to throw that in there? We'll give it a little steam press first. It's like a big panini press, except for fabric. And it has steam, which I love.
It's a fabric panini.
This came from home. Unfortunately, I seem to have brought some cat hair with me. So we've got an OESD press cloth in there as well, so that we don't adhere my cat hair to our store project. So,
That's fun.
count to 5. Oh, you have it set on wool right now. We might want to heat that up a little bit higher. That's probably good. You can let go and open it back up. We'll give it one more spritz of steam, and then we'll interface the first section.
Oh, you would like me to just close this again?
Yeah, after it's heated up.
Okay.
The top,
Awaiting patiently.
awaiting patiently. If you push it downward just a little bit, we should be able to see what temperature it's at on.
120, so
Yeah, not quite hot enough. Give it a moment.
okay.
But then we'll get this steamed flat, and then we'll interface. The fusible woven takes about 10 seconds with a hot iron, and instead of having to do iron-sized areas all at once, we'll do heat press-sized areas, but we're going to want to go right to the edge on this.
So it's
Like
nice and flat.
Almost to the selvage.
Alrighty. Sounds good to me. Hiya. Alright.
Put that roughly there.
And do we have that the right side down? Yeah, we do. Good
Yeah.
job. Good job, Leah.
Bumpy side down.
Are we ready?
So we
126. Can we do it?
Nope, not yet. I need
Okay.
like 155 for cotton. There's a temperature gauge on the top. We'll just let it sit.
I have something cute we could talk about.
What do you have that's cute?
Cute little bags. They're attached to that. I forgot.
You make it really hard to show things.
I
that are
forgot to
split.
attach it.
So these are. You have the pattern here.
I do.
You have the pattern. Anne was busy sewing on the weekend. Last week? On the weekend.
Over a couple weeks, yeah.
Yeah. These are zippy strippy bags. It's a lot of words. Using the Tilda fabrics and the gorgeous fabric covered Tilda buttons.
They're so cute.
They're really, really, really cute.
I think these are the warm colors. I brought all the buttons. So
Let's
we
talk
could
buttons.
figure out which ones
we
they
wait for our
were.
heat press to warm up. They're chambray buttons.
I think those are the ones she used.
The cool chambray buttons. Oh, those are cute.
They're adorable.
Tilda friends. Look how adorable they are.
I had a lot of fun collecting them.
So we carry pretty much all the Tilda. There, now we have steam. Good job.
I got steamed.
You got steamed. Okay. Now that we're ready, pretty much for this, you'll push the handle all the way down to get steam, and then let the handle back up after you've got steam and count to 10. Don't lift it, but just lift the handle back up so it stops steaming.
Okay. So we're going to close it, and then we're going to lift the handle back up. Close it.
And then right about there. Because then it stops steaming, And we've got that piece of interfacing. Count to about 10. And there we go. We just interfaced that whole 20-inch piece.
That's great.
In one fell swoop. And now we're going to let it cool before we move it. Because we don't want to move hot things. Because they're more likely to stretch and warp. But instead of counting there 10 seconds in each spot.
This is so much faster.
So much faster.
You could make many more tiling scenes because of this.
Right? This is we're talking sewing efficiency with Leah. That's the game plan here. So when you think that's cool? Not quite yet.
We should have put that side to this side.
That's okay. We'll overlap a little bit.
Okay.
We're still on the top camera. That'll be fine.
Is it ready to move?
Yep.
It's not super high.
Oh, this piece is... Oh, no, let's do another 20-inch piece. I've been working off a 15-inch roll at home, so my math is different. It's a 20-inch roll that I cut off of. And you could overlap those by just, like, 1/8 of an inch.
Okay.
So, you know, you have interfacing all the way along.
Just gonna make sure that it all gets on the blue part and not on the other part. Alrighty. Okay, closed. Perfect. 5 seconds. And then up. But not all the way up.
Yeah, you still want some pressure.
I noticed I missed a corner.
It's okay. It's in the corner.
He's yelling at me, Leah. I think it's that temperature.
Yeah, it's that temperature now.
Very good.
So that strip is essentially ready. I'm not super worried about that because we'll center the embroidery in the blocks. We could hit that with a little iron later on if we're super worried, but mostly it's all fused and interfaced. Pretty smooth and easy.
Well, that was easy.
Right?
I'm just gonna bring all the bags I make to your house now.
Well, currently, if you're stealthy, the heat press is at work.
It's true. I know.
And I have this thing where it doesn't fit on my bike. So sometimes it gets left here longer than it should.
This is true.
Right? But yeah, I absolutely love having the steam press for interfacing. Even things like interfacing a collar or a placket where you've got really long pieces that you need to get really precise and you need to be careful and you don't want to overfuse anything. It's nice because you can get the whole thing done in one go and not miss anything.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Well, that was
useful for steaming all sorts of things. A couple different temperature settings and you can have the steam turned on or off. So
steam on is fun though.
I know, because it all steams up in your face.
That I can't see and I'm like, oh no!
That's why today's video is called Let's Get Steamy.
Let's get steamy.
So Thursday we'll stitch we'll stitch one of the blocks for the Thailand scene. Don't know which one yet. I have to gauge how much time they're going to take. Because every once in a while the embroidery channel runs a little long.
It's true.
Because I talk too much and embroider too long.
Leah just really likes what she does. It's
I do.
Okay.
It's fun. What else do we have in behind us? Oh, if you're wanting other Thailand scenes, one behind me. Right before Christmas. We have the CD. That one's here.
Sure do.
And it has a grayscale version. I haven't made that one yet.
I love the grayscale version.
I should probably make another one.
I think you need to make the gray one.
I need to make the gray one.
What else do we have? We have Boo Glow in the Dark for our fabric. It glows.
Cute.
Doesn't the haunted tiling scene have glow in the dark
Oh, it
spread in it?
does. Yeah, it does.
That's gonna be really cool.
The Isotex light from Isocord. Glow in the dark. So we'll talk about that too. Maybe we'll find a block that has some of that in it.
Well, fun.
We'll see. I'll read through the instructions and figure out which block we're going to stitch as a team on Thursday.
Team stitching.
Team stitching. Because then we'll have it ready to go. But we'll be embroidering on the 10 needle.
Fancy.
So if you want to see what embroidering on a multi-needle looks like, we'll be doing that Thursday. And what else have we got on the go around here?
We moved some fabric today.
We moved some move fabric every day.
By we, I mean Fern and I.
I did not. I put fabric away that I cut, but I did not move fabric today. No. Other things we've got going on. Bernina sale runs until the 17th.
Mm-hmm.
We still have pre-orders available for some of the new Brother toys that are coming out. If you're wanting to know more about embroidery, we still have space in our in-person events at the end of the month. We've got Embroidery Essentials on September 29th. Our guest instructor, Tamara Evans, is amazing. She's been here before. She's coming from OESD to teach us all about stabilizers and embroidery techniques. So you're welcome to join us in store. The class is just $75, and there's a goodie bag worth about $200.
Wow.
So it's a pretty good deal.
That is a pretty good deal.
Yeah. And there's other cool things on sale during that event for event attendees only. Ooh. And then if you want like all the lecture demo style information, Embroidery Essentials, you don't even have to bring your machine. You just show up.
Yeah.
And sit and hang out.
Yeah.
It's super straightforward.
Just hang out and learn.
Right? It'll be good.
Which is great.
And then Stitching in the Kitchen is a 2-day hands-on embroidery event. If you do not own an embroidery machine yet, it is designed for you. And we have machines we can put you on.
We sure do.
I'm going to clear out all the floor models off the floor for anybody that wants to give it a try. But you'll be going home with a goodie bag, all the thread you need to make the 6 projects, all the fabrics, all the extra stuff, and a wealth of information.
So much.
So Tamara will be here teaching. We have Adrian Gallagher from Bernina, Canada here for... We love Adrian. Adrian and Tamara are both fabulous.
I just can't wait to meet them in person, finally.
Right? Adrian will be here for those 2 days, so if you've seen her on Bernina, Canada's stuff, she's a real live person. She's going to be here. You can come join us. Ask all your Bernina questions. She might even be able to answer other questions, not just about embroidery.
Yay!
She's a smart cookie.
She is.
Yeah. So we have that happening. Did you look at registration on Tools of the Trade? Do we still have 1 spot left?
I can get an answer right now.
You're going to sneak off screen. We have a class starting September 17th, right?
17th is the first class.
Yeah.
23rd and 24th.
Thread kit for the winter visitors has no price yet because it just came in today. I stole it out of receiving.
We still have one.
What?
One left.
1 seat left in Tools of the Trade. So if you'd like to learn how to make bags, Patty is teaching and she's fabulous. You'll learn how to do fold over elastic and sew with mesh and binding and zippers, and you'll get to do some quilting,
All the good stuff.
and some snaps, and make a strap, an adjustable strap.
Plus, you get to hang out with us all day.
Right?
For like 3 days.
Yeah, so it's there's 1 seat left in that class. But yeah, that's coming up too. And next week we've got our last class in the Brother Cottage Getaway series. We're making a quillo, which
I really enjoy what it's called.
There's more than one person in the store who's like, is that a spelling error? What's a quillo? Not my kids. When I was a kid, not my children. When I was a kid, I had an aunt who made my brother and I quillos for Christmas one year.
That's adorable.
And so essentially it's a blanket that all folds up into a pocket that fits on the front into like a pillow. So it's a pretty sweet little project. We're going to be using kind of like reversible fabric like Berber fleece, which hopefully gets here in time. So it's ordered. Hasn't quite arrived.
It's in a box somewhere.
It's in a box somewhere.
Hopefully soon.
But making the pillow or quillo, learning how to embroider on thick, bulky fabrics will be part of that. And Leanna Kirky, who's teaching it, is a fabulous instructor and knows so many things about getting the most out of your Brother machines. So that'll be our last class with her. And we also have our OESD Stitch Party class next week, and we're making bookmarks.
Which you can use glow-in-the-dark thread for.
Right? So, yeah, there's stuff going on.
So much stuff.
Yeah. And we're moving everything out front still. Most of it's moved.
I'm messing with people.
Right? It's all good. Yeah. So that's, I think, what we've got today.
Yes. Oh, there's a little shack. Spooky shack. Did we show off the spooky shack?
I think I showed the spooky shack last week.
You didn't wear your hat. You're supposed to wear your hat with me. Oh, okay, you're gonna wear the spooky hat.
This is the hat I'm supposed to be wearing. This is another new OASD release. It doesn't have all its stars, Chelsea.
I haven't gotten there.
It was busy today.
I was moving all the fabrics.
Okay. Well, tomorrow, if you're not moving fabrics, do you want to put all the stars on the hat?
I gotta do that. I also have to steam it.
Oh, yeah.
It needs a little bit more shaping.
Yeah, that's all good. We can make that happen.
It needs some love.
Yeah. So that's what we've got going on. Thailand scene season. Join us Thursday. Watch how I be the most efficient person I can be in my brief amount of time when I'm not at work.
It's true. Leah's always here. I like it.
And then I go home and I embroider. It's a pretty sweet deal.
It's a pretty sweet deal.
Embroider at home, embroider at work. Sew some stuff.
I think we have the coolest jobs.
Yeah.
I was telling someone that the other day, and they're like, yeah, you do have a pretty cool job.
I'm working on a really cool thing that's going to be a class later on. Sergers and cover stitches.
Oh, I
That's
saw
what
that.
I spent the weekend working on that. Hopefully, maybe next week it'll be ready. Probably not this week. Probably not. But probably next week.
Maybe next week.
Maybe
I'll
next
ask again on Monday.
Yeah. I think I'm over halfway through.
I would say you are.
Yeah. There's a few more pieces. We'll talk about that later.
We'll get
when
there.
it's a thing.
When it's
not a thing yet.
Any dates for it, Leah?
No.
I need to get it finished first.
I need to get the thing finished first so I can figure out how long it's going to take me to teach it. I learned some stuff along the way. The hard way. So it wasn't the fastest first hour, but I also realized that maybe you should start a project at 11 at night. But I was just so excited. I was like, I want to go. And then I didn't read enough instructions and had to remake one piece all the way. But I like learning things the hard way so class goes smoother.
Well, then you know what not to do.
Well, yeah, there's some parameters for it. I'm using heavy decorative threads, like 12-weight threads. So that's been,
Interesting.
yeah, it's proved to be a lot of testing to get things where I want them. So yes, there's some new stuff going to filter out your way soon. So that's what I've got for you guys today.
I'm excited for that class.
If you like what you saw today, hit like, comment, share with your friends. Hit subscribe if you're on YouTube. That's the magic to getting notifications. Or you can hit the bell for notifications. I know how YouTube works.
You've got this.
Got this. No, I can embroider. That's what I can do.
Yeah.
Have a lovely night, everybody.